Yeah, we got the vid. Have you been broadcasting?
You can't broadcast. You got 24 hours.
Nah, he been broadcasting. Oh yeah, so he got it. So he's been live. So he has the whole
Oh,
video
you
then.
live. Alright. So we're gonna place your video live. Wait, am I live? I gotta check if I'm live.
This man's. How did I what, nigga? How did I find my link? Oh, so go to your YouTube, right? Go to library, and then under library should be something called my videos. The very first video that's there should be the thing that you're doing, and you click it, and then you rewatch it. Bet.
And Juan says that he'd like to join, you know, as a guest.
Tell him sign in and join the fucking party.
I'm gonna tell him to pop out on like episode 2 or something, or episode 3, just so that they could go back and hear who Juan is, and then he, you know, he pops out in a future EP. I mean, I feel like this is good as is. We just gotta do like a sign out, maybe do a little editing to edit that sign out into that video, because you don't want this to be too long.
We already had a good solid hour for the first one, but I really want to talk about Omarion because I don't like Omarion. Like, I hate Omarion. I'm back to live, nigga. I don't know what's wrong with y'all, but I'm back to live, so I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't like Omarion, and what the hell were you gonna ask me about that nigga anyway? Please tell me.
So, I guess y'all haven't heard, but the last few weeks, this whole thing about Omarion's baby moms, you know, being with his bandmate, Lil Fizz, and they're actually in a relationship now. And
Lil Fizz.
it's type crazy, you know, like Lil Fizz piping your woman, you got kids by her, and that was
His
your
best
past
friend.
bandmate, like so-called your best friend. Y'all was in B2K together. My man was under your nutsack in a whole album.
That don't mean nothing. Like, that don't mean anything in this day and age, bro.
That's wild, bro. That's wild. Like, you can't even wait till Omarion passed away yet. Like,
wow.
God forbid. Like,
how long
you know
is too long to date your friend's ex?
Never. You just don't do it. That's foul. Especially if they knew that you loved her. If you if it's just a random thought, alright. But if they knew you loved her, don't. That's no. Like, it don't matter how long the period is.
What if they dated for 16 minutes?
That's not dating. This is my law on how to tell if someone, you know, if you really dated somebody or not. First off, we're gonna throw that whole 3-month period. All you high schoolers, all you middle schoolers talking about, oh, this is my bae, da da da. But y'all been together, y'all broke up in 3 months. That's not a relationship. That's just a situationship.
Nigga, that's high school.
That's
like childish.
I mean, but you got some real high school sweethearts out here. Like my lady and I been together what, 7 years now or so. So, but the point
y'all
is,
rare sense. Y'all a rare thing, legit. What's the word?
But you know, like
entity.
My emphasis on like relationships. This is how you know you're in a relationship. First off, you gotta actually take the person serious. And I'm not talking about some lust stuff, like actually serious about the person. You gotta actually have photos with this person, like legit photos too. If you don't got no photos with the person, you was just a smash and pass. You was just a current time being. You wasn't really in a relationship with that person. And if it's anything below if it's anything below 6 months, it's not a relationship. That was never a thing. You never dated.
I respect it.
It does not count. If you don't
I kind of respect that too.
Send me that link so I can share it. And say that again. Ask your question again.
Like you said, a thought.
Then you love the thought. That's just that.
Yeah,
like, ain't nothing wrong with that. Some thotties got wife. we in this era now. Like you can't judge them for being you know what their past was. If they thought it before you, or if they thought it after you. I'm never a thought unless I'm a thought for my lady. That's just
What the
that.
fuck? I'm a thought for my lady.
I'm a thought for my lady.
I guess, but okay. But I don't know if that makes sense, cause I'm a hoe for my lady. What? I mean, I get it. I get it. You do anything for your girl, but that just sounds funny saying it.
It's gonna be the same person, but in a different costume. Let's just put it like that. Yeah, you see, y'all not adults yet, so y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Just
put your bitch ass up. Adult.
It's that furry type. Nah, I'm gonna stop right here because this is being recorded. I don't want people to think like some weirdo stuff.
Nah, when it comes to the 6 months thing, I agree. When it comes to the pictures thing, I agree. But like, the thing is like with pictures, y'all my bros, and I got no photos of y'all niggas. I got one Philip.
Bro, you got photos with me. What you talking about?
We got like 2, bro, and they all on Facebook, and I don't own them, and I don't have them. So it's like, what do you mean? Me, Philip, and Chris got one photo, and it was with a bunch of random bitches in that park that one time.
That's because y'all don't like to.
You remember that time we was walking, or we selling the brownies, right? And there was a group of girls, and they was taking a photo, and we took the photo with them.
Did y'all even finish saying what y'all have to say about Omarion? Like we just,
nigga, fuck Omarion, nigga. What about him? There's an ice box with his heart.
Y'all not feeling bad for boy? Y'all not feeling bad for buddy?
Why? There's an ice box, nigga.
There's an ice box where his heart used to be. He feels so alone, and he's so cold.
So cold, so cold.
Oh man, I'm so cold, so cold. There's an ice box with my heart used to be.
I hate that song, nigga. I mean, okay, so for real though, he has a baby mama, or is that his wife, ex? What? Like what?
So I don't know if they was married, but that was that is his baby mother.
Okay.
I think they got like 2 kids together or something like that.
All right.
She does look good. I'm not gonna lie. She's a strong 7.
I mean, she a 3 to me.
You know, but
okay.
I don't know, man. That's just messed up to me, bro. Like, oh, we not friends no more, so I'm gonna take his girl. I'm gonna take his being.
I don't think it works like that. Like these niggas had an outing, and then out of the nowhere, this nigga...
they obviously was talking whilst she was in that relationship or whatever that broken relationship type was. I don't know. I just say like, communication is key.
A level of common respect.
I mean, exactly.
How about this? Does it have to be the previous ex, or does it have to be every ex?
I mean, to me, yeah, it gotta be most recent. I mean, it's still like, okay, so so my boy Ed and his lady, right? They've been together for how long? I don't know. Long time.
How about you ask me, nigga? I'm right here.
Dude, see, you're Denosis. So.
Oh shit! Don't use that name, then, nigga. You better use Kyle, nigga. You better use Steve. I didn't expose nobody. My name is fucking
himself.
Doodle Butter right now, son. Nigga, you can't use real names and be like, oh, my boy.
It wasn't a real name. But but nah. So like, cause I know he really loved this girl, you know, and not talking about Denosis here for anybody. That's like trying to piece things together. I'm talking about a whole different
more me than anybody right now.
But yeah, you know, like let's say they were to break up, And even if it was a whole decade or two later, and she would have tried to talk to something like me or somebody, I wouldn't do it because that's just foul. Just because I knew that he loved her at a period of time, and that's my man. So even if we weren't friends, like after, that still it was one of my dudes, and I wouldn't do that to somebody. Like I don't do things to others that I wouldn't want done to myself. You know what I mean?
Beyond facts.
So that's just how I view it. That's how I see it. Not saying it's right, not saying it's wrong. That's just how
I agree to an extent of this. When I asked about the previous ex and whatnot, I would say that not that people forget, but depending on like how many people you dated, when it comes to certain exes, they kind of like are non-existent. So I guess that's where the love part comes in, like the barrier, because
if you never really loved them, then it don't matter.
Yeah, it don't really matter. That's where I was kind of more or less getting at. Because with Omarion, that's where I kind of view it as that. Like, if you have 2 kids with this woman, how often are you seeing each other? Are the kids like in your custody, or like what? Like, what's that situation? If it's something along those, actually, you know what? I'll take it back. This nigga has children with her. There's no reason why you fucking with this bitch. Like, there's no reason why you fucking with this bitch.
It's just foul, bro. Like, I wouldn't want that done to me, so I wouldn't do it. But again, I wouldn't ignore my lady, because when it comes to what his BM says, I don't want to disrespect you by calling you Omarion's BM. I just don't know your name. All right, so I'm sorry if this is offending you. If you're listening, if you happen to ever hear this, so take that as that disclosure. But like, I wouldn't. How should I say? I wouldn't ignore her. You know what I mean? Like, from the words of her, from his BM, she says that the relationship has been dead for like a year or whatever long. So that's when I brought in the whole communication thing. It's about conversing with one another. If you don't talk with one another, of course that relationship gonna fail, regardless of what type of relationship it is. It could be a friendship. If you don't talk with one another, you don't communicate well, it's gonna fail. So that's on him. You know, yeah. That's on him if that's the case. But he's silent about the whole situation. You don't hear him say anything about it.
That's another reason why this shit failed. Silent.
He's just, I don't know.
He probably just don't care. Like, if Omarion hasn't said anything, why is it an issue?
It's an issue because it's what's popular right now. You know, they got the whole love and hip hop thing going on, and it's what people want to talk about. It's what people want to listen in on. It's also relatable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people in this world that can relate to that. Facts. You know, just period.
I mean,
but did you really love her? You cared for her? Was it a close guy? Was it a close friend of yours that did it, or her? Yeah, he had his heart in the ice box for such. I see.
You had an ice box where your go-gurt is in.
He said he was cold.
So cold. It's October. There's an ice box where my heart used to be. Nah, you know that does suck, but I did have something. I had 2 of those. I had 2 of those actually happen to me, but one was actually, they're both very weird things. So I dated a girl in middle school. So we broke up long before we got to high school, right?
Not serious.
Huh? Yeah, we wasn't serious, but I did indeed love her. I think this is the first girl I really said that to. So in my sense, it was serious. Like, I truly cared for this woman. Like, this is I guess I would say like my first real girlfriend that I like cared for, right? So
yeah.
We had a falling out. We knew each other for a long time, like since like the beginning of middle school and a little bit before that. So we ended up dating for I think about a year and some change, like stuff like that, like for real. So we ended up breaking up. I did something stupid, and then once we were like in high school, we didn't talk much, but I get a phone call, right? I get a phone call, and it's my bro. And he's laughing. He's like, haha. You're like, what's poppin', Ed? Oh, shit. You know what? Fuck it. My name's Ed, nigga. I don't give a shit at this point. My name's Ed, bro. I don't give a shit. Nigga was like, what's poppin'? I'm like, oh, what's good? And then all of a sudden, I hear giggling on the phone. And I'm like, oh, whoa.
Oh, nah.
Who is this? Like, this name this sounds mad familiar. So I'm just sitting here like, who, bro? Like, who's on the phone with us? And he's like, it's such and such. I'm like, it's such and such. How you know such and such? He was like, we just met each other today, and we was like talking about stuff, and then I like mentioned you, and she's like, oh, I know somebody that sounds just like that. And he was like, Ed? And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, you should run, bro. I wanted to give him advice, like, you should really like dip out and leave, cause this ain't it, chief. But like, that was one situation where I was like, wow, like. But that's the thing, I guess. Like I don't think I told him though. I didn't really tell anybody really. Like that was like my first love, but he did know that me and her were a thing. But he ended up dating her, and I was like, I wasn't hurt over it. I was like over it, but it did hit me a little bit. Like, yo, bro, like, why? Like, why? You could have asked me, and I could have been like, nah, this ain't it. You should move on. Yeah. But I got hit with we dating now. That was the first instance. The second instance was, again, high school, with a common friend of ours who didn't know that this annoying ass troll who kept following me was like, I dated her at a point in time. And then rather than come to me and be like, yo, like, why is such and such? Context clues? Merry Christmas in Spanish. Merry Christmas in Spanish. That nigga wanted to film some other nuts and ex of mine, and he didn't know until way later. But me and him wasn't cool at that point, so it's kind of like okay, you know what I mean? Because me and him wasn't like friends. We wasn't like bros at the time. You just had that little
Usher and R. Kelly moment, you know, the same girl. I get it.
I guess, which is gross, cause fuck that song. Fuck that song. Stop bringing up these references of shit I hate, bro. Omarion, R. Kelly. But I had that happen.
R. Kelly, you pedo.
Emphasis on the P part. He do pedo.
Nah, man, I'm sad that I can't really share like an experience of my own when it comes to a situation like that. I mean, I'm happy I didn't have to experience that, but that's also because I was very like reserved. You know, I was very to myself. And the other 2 or 3 people that I spent a little more of my free time with, I didn't really take them that serious. So I never really considered them like a girlfriend. But you know, that's just how life works sometimes, right? So
yeah, because you're young, you don't really, you know. It's just young love, what they would say, puppy, I guess. So some of this stuff don't really matter. Like there's plenty of women whose name I will say I kind of forgot of. Like I remember everyone, and that kind of sucks. Like I don't even remember some of my family members' names. When I be seeing these niggas at family reunion, they be like, oh, little Eddie. I'm like, who you? Don't be touching me like that. I don't know these niggas, but like, I guess that's for some people, but when it comes to Omarion, yeah, it does suck because this nigga has like a relationship with this woman, whether he wanted it or not. You have kids with this motherfucker, so y'all bonded no matter what until they like 25. But like,
that's a life thing, you know. But yeah, so I guess we're just gonna end it off with that. This is over an hour already. But thank you for tuning in. This is Debate This Podcast. Do not be a homie hopper. For y'all listening out there, that's not cool.
It's not cool in high school, but if y'all in high school, fuck everybody, bro. You only got 4 years in that bitch.
Nah, keep your card. Don't do that.
You said keep your card, nigga. Deposit that bitch inside that bitch. Right now, fucking go negative in that bitch. Have Bank of
to
America
yourself.
call you talking about some. You're negative. Yeah, facts. Fuck this. Yo, don't listen to this nigga Micaiah, yo. Fuck school, nigga. Fuck bitches.
And you see, this is why these people aren't happy. But anywho,
I'm
we
smiling right
gonna.
now, nigga, drinking iced tea. I got a doodle while I'm hype.
But yeah, this is the Vapors Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. I am No Face. We got Denosis, who just exposed himself several times.
It's your boy Ed. It's your boy Denosis. It's your boy Guy with glasses here, and I wear Bose headphones. Just so I can listen to
And
you
we
hoes
got
talk about that
Fillmore
shit.
Buns in the cut. Rob the God abandoned us earlier. But yeah. But yeah, we tuning out, man.
Yo, have a nice night. You fucking sluts, fucking thought ass bitches. Yo, have a nice night, yo. Put the covers over your insecurities and go to sleep, bitch. We out this motherfucker.